What's up, everyone? Welcome to my channel. My name's Cassie. I talk about video games, do video game reviews, unboxings, and all sorts of other video game related topics. As you can see, if you've watched me before, I've kind of got a new direction for my camera and everything. This will change because right now I just have my phone. I'm still using my phone, but I've got a new desk set up. Actually, if you want to see it, let me see. See if I can do this real quick. Kind of see, this is my setup here. I've got a new computer. There's my foot warmer there. And there's my new PC. My sister got me a Roller Coaster Tycoon 2 mousepad from fangamer.com, and it's pretty sick. But yeah, I had a webcam that I got for Christmas, but it had USB-C, and my desktop does not have USB-C. So, yeah, I could get an adapter and all that, but I'd rather just get a different webcam that has like a 3.0 connection, USB-A. But yeah, anyway, so kind of off topic today, but I just wanted to go over my gaming goals for 2024. I wanted to be quite a bit different from, in a way, like what I have planned for next year. There's still today and tomorrow left, so I highly doubt I'm gonna play through another game by the end of that, but actually I just maybe this is kind of a leap, but I decided that I was going to kind of work on doing myself, like just doing like self-employment kind of. I've been doing some side hustles for a long time, since like 2019, pretty consistently, and just kind of tired of like the day-to-day, like I'm tired of retail. I'm tired of all that, all the stress that comes with it. And I have done pretty well before as just, side hustle goes. And I just I'm a very organized person. Obviously, that doesn't look organized, but I'm in need of a new bookshelf. And I'm also a reader, so that's why that's there. And I just need to like kind of work on some things. But I've kind of like planned out like my day-to-day sort of thing, and I do like eBay and stuff on the side, so I'm gonna try and make that work for a while, mixed with like YouTube and blogging and all sorts of other things. So we'll see how it goes. I just want to be happy, and I'm a much happier person not working at the places I've been working at lately. Yeah, that's my gaming goals will change a little bit. But for now, what I kind of want to do, I want to do 30 games for the year, play through 30 games. This year, my goal was 25, and I did 46. So I kind of do expect it to be over 30, but just to keep, my goals reasonable, I'll say 30. This year actually was my highest I've ever done, because I think previously my record was maybe not even 25 in a year. I used to never complete games. I used to just kind of bounce back and forth between different games and stuff. And I don't know if it's like FOMO, or just me like wanting to like complete the stories and stuff now. So yeah, I like playing through them. I'm not going to force myself to play through ones that I don't like. I need to be better about that. But at least give them some sort of a little bit of a head start, because like if there's been games where I may play for an hour and I don't like it, and then after that hour like it ends up being like one of the best things I've ever played. Of course, I'm not going to expect myself to play a game for like 15 hours and that'll just get better at the 30-hour mark, because that's, yeah, I'm not for that. I do want to equally spread out my gaming between all platforms, so Switch, Xbox, PlayStation 5, and one Steam game at a time. So 4 to 5 games at a time. So one extra on one platform. One needs to be Game Club Game of the Month, and the other one another needs to be Game of the Quarter. Again, if I'm not like really enjoying those games, I will move on to something else. And one game at least one game needs to be a shorter game, so it needs to be under 15 hours. That's just kind of like what I'm just like setting for myself. I don't know if it's going to be this way or not. I do want to alternate my days, so I will, one day I'll play Switch, the next day I'll play Xbox. Some days I may play a little bit of both, of two different systems. I need to not stay up until like 2 or 3 in the morning playing things, because I do have things I need to work on, and I need to, especially if I'm going to do things myself, I need to be very disciplined. I'm going to work on my backlog quite a bit. Next year looks pretty decent for getting through backlogs. So far, I mean, January, February is a little heavy, but it kind of drops down. At least we don't really know what's coming out. So, I mean, besides Persona 3 Reload, and you've got Prince of Persia, and maybe a couple of other games, there's not really anything big that's set to come out next year. So, hopefully that will give me enough time to work through my backlog, but I'm sure things will pop up from here to then. I want to work through the Yakuza series, starting with 1 and in release order. 1 as in like Kiwami. I'm not playing the original. I'm playing the remake, remaster, whatever. Mass Effect series. Now, I don't want to go through these series entirely, but I want to at least work my way through a few of them in both Yakuza and Yakuza, whatever. And then Mass Effect. I'm playing the first one now. I may not play the second one next year, but we'll see. Cyberpunk 2077, that one's at the top of my list. Just because I played it at launch and I had a base model PS4 and it wasn't the best. It did have a lot of frame rate issues in the intro cutscene, and that was bad. When the cutscene is that bad, you know that the gameplay is going to be like atrocious, which really sucks, because I started to get into it and I was like, man, this soundtrack is banging, like this this game looks like, and I'm a huge Blade Runner fan. The first movie is one of my favorite movies of all time, so I know it's gonna be like right up my alley. I just, now that it's been patched and now that I have a PlayStation 5, I have had for a while now, now I need to give it another shot, especially now that it has a really good DLC too, apparently. So, A Plague Tale: Innocence, I do have that on my backlog as well. It's a shorter game, but it really looks really cool, and I want to play the Requiem as well. Mario series, I have not ever finished a Mario game, and I just kind of want to work through a couple of them, at least some of the older titles, and maybe Mario Odyssey as well. They don't have to be any sort of order necessarily, but I want to get a couple of those in. Final Fantasy series. I got the Final Fantasy Pixel Remaster Edition for Switch, and I'm super excited. So it has 1 through 6 on there, and they're like digitally remastered pixels, pixels of the first 6 games. And I have not really, I honestly have not played any of those. I started with 10 and I skipped a couple and have really only finished 10, 15, and 16. 16 I didn't like as much as a lot of people did. I did actually like 15 more. But 10 is my favorite game of all time, and I just kind of want to go through the older games and like see what they're all about. I've played a little bit of a lot of them, but I've not like really gone like deep into them at all. Seven's after this, but I think I've played like 35 hours of remake, and I've played about 5 hours of the original, but I think I want to play through that too. I will say that like the start of 7 doesn't excite me nearly as much as I think 8, 9, and 6. 6 actually is really, really cool from what I played. I really liked that one. And I think that's a lot of people's favorites too. But yeah, I just want to see what they're about. Some of them are actually fairly short. They're like around 20 hours or so, some of the first few. So I may go in order. I'm not really sure right now. Cult of the Lamb. I also want to play through this game. It looks amazing. It looks like kind of like a darker version of Animal Crossing, I guess, mixed with kind of like roguelite elements, and it just seems different, and I like different things. Sifu, I'm not much of a fighter person. Of course, Yakuza is still kind of like a brawler, but it's different, and Sifu is also different. It's a roguelite. Every time you die, your character gets older, and your character, while he gets older, he's slower, but he also is more experienced and has better technique. So I think that's really cool, and I like games that kind of just, I don't know, just kind of step out of the box. You know, they're not like anything else. So I definitely want to play through Sifu. I know it's supposed to be incredibly hard, but whatever. Disco Elysium. That's another one that's been on my backlog that I want to play through. I've heard really good things about it, and I've got it in my library. I just have not started it yet. Breath of the Wild is still on my backlog. I need to get through that so I can finally play Tears of the Kingdom. So I will work on that at some point. I'm not going to start over. I'm going to continue where I left off when I decided I was going to play through it this year. So I am right at the Zoras, I think, right now. So I'm not very far in. I do want to work on video editing for YouTube. I want to kind of do a little bit. I barely edit on what I'm doing right now. But I do want to like kind of bring in like some gameplay. I don't have an Elgato or capture card yet, but I still can capture at least like 15 seconds or 30 seconds of gameplay on PlayStation 5, and I'm gonna figure things out. I may actually I may do some live streams. I really don't know. I have friends that keep telling me I should, so if I can like figure out things and get it like worked into my schedule, then sure. I'm not really sure what I would play. I play a lot of games that are different, and I'm not sure. I do like a lot of narrative games, but when there's narrative, I want to pay attention. I don't really want distractions from other people talking to me. Well, yeah, I don't really know. I don't do live streams, and I don't really watch live streams, so I don't know too much about it, but it could be fun. So I don't know. We'll see. I don't have a Twitch, so I would have to start on that. But you know what? Why not? You know, if I'm working on something, I might as well. Write reviews on blog sites. So right now I work on Minimap weekly, at least weekly, that I like kind of like journal what I'm playing. And my screen just went out. I work on what I'm playing. I write about what I'm playing, and then I post reviews when I finish a game. And I really like it a lot. Somebody contacted me on Twitter. This was like back in March or something, from Minimap, and they asked if I wanted to kind of like test out their app, and it's kind of still in beta right now, but I've been using it ever since, and I really enjoy it. I know like some people use like Backloggery or I don't know what the other ones are, but yeah, it's pretty cool. So definitely check out Minimap if you want to. I'll link the URL in the description below. God, I can't talk today. Yeah, so, but I may like start like my own blog site, just like I know there's like different places you can do that from, and I don't know if I want to just focus on video games, because I also like travel. I like trying out different food. I like reading a lot. I like movies. I like roller coasters. I don't know. I'm not really sure what I want to do, but I'm gonna brainstorm a bit before I like hop onto something. Yeah, but that's pretty much my gaming goals. Of course, I have other goals as well, like reading 30 books as well as 30 games, and which I also read like over 50 books this year. Yeah. Things change when you live out in the middle of nowhere and no longer have a bunch of friends around to like do stuff with. So yeah, my life is kind of boring, I guess, but it's whatever. This is temporary, you know. Eventually I will move back somewhere and then probably have less time to do these things. But Game Club also, I want to work on that. Right now, I pretty much run Game Club for the most part, which it's like this Facebook group where we play different games every month, like a book club, but it's video games. We also have like a quarterly game for longer games that we can play. But our game of the month for January, that one is Signalis. And I think I said that in my last video, which was like 2 weeks ago. Yeah, because I didn't do last week because I was super busy with work and stuff, and then game of the quarter, that one is Tales of Zestiria. The Tales games, I didn't even really realize like they're all like kind of end in the same kind of like I don't know, all their names are similar in a way, and it's kind of weird. Kind of reminds me of like when I was younger and used to write books, and the names I would come up with for towns, and they weren't very good. That's how the Tales of series get their names. I don't know. I know that was like a hot take there, but yeah. I know this is like supposed to be like one of the lower end of the Tales games, and I started it. The characters are cool. I don't think the English dub is great, to be quite honest. I don't know how the original voice acting is, but yeah, it's a little cringe. I do like the characters, but the combat too, I don't like. So I'm gonna give it more of a try. This one we're playing January through March, so we'll see how that goes. And then what I'm playing right now, I'm playing Alan Wake. Still, on chapter 3, and I really like it quite a bit. Actually, I did not think I would like it at all, and I do. Mass Effect, still trying to get into it. I just left the Citadel, so I'm not very far in, but it's a slow burn. We'll see how it goes. Tales of Zestiria, which is what I've already mentioned. Valiant Hearts: The Great War on Switch. I do really like this game. This one has really good animation. It's has a lot of historical events that happen, and you can kind of read upon those events and stuff. I like history. And it's a puzzle game, so I do like puzzle games. They're fun. Yeah, but definitely check that one out. It takes place during World War One, so yeah. And then Dave the Diver on Steam. I decided I was going to start this the other night once I set up my computer. That was the first thing I did. And I knew it was going to be a problem because I just, from everything people were saying, I was like, this is like 100% my game. And it sounds really cool, and I know I'm going to get lost in it. Well, I'm on chapter 3 already, and I just started a couple of nights ago. I'm like, I don't know, like 13 hours in or something. Maybe longer than that. It's really fun. It's super addictive. I really like it a lot, and I keep staying up until like 3 a.m. playing it, and I've got to stop. But it's basically like, think of like Moonlighter, but like underwater, and you, instead of running a storefront, you run a sushi bar during the day, or during the night, and then like during the day, you're diving, you're catching fish, hunting like sharks and stuff, and yeah, it's pretty interesting. And there's like a story to it too, like, and there's a lot to do. There's a lot of quests that people pop up with, for you to, make their favorite recipe of something. And when you run the restaurant at first, like before because you can hire employees to help you with like serving and cooking and stuff, but it's a little hectic. It's kind of like Diner Dash, I guess. I don't know if Diner Dash or like some other diner game that I played a long time ago, like on E-Bombs World. I don't remember what it was called. But yeah, it's really hectic, but then you get employees, and you can train them to like have higher stats to where they pretty much run the restaurant for the most part, and then you just kind of keep an eye on things and like help out when you need to. And then you create the menu every time, because the menu changes day by day, because you don't always have the same ingredients. And it's just really cool. I like it. Yeah. And of course, like once one of these is done, I'm going to switch one of them out with Signalis. I haven't really decided which platform I want to play that one on yet. I do have a couple of gift cards that I got for Christmas, but yeah, I don't think it's on sale anywhere, so I may just get it on Xbox, because I don't really know what else I'm going to use my gift card for on Xbox. I have ideas for a PlayStation, like Viewfinder, and I don't know, Oxenfree 2. I don't know. What are some games that are like under $20 that are worth getting? Oh, you know what? Oh, that one Seasons game or whatever. Maybe I should get that on PlayStation. Because I like those kind of narrative games like Life is Strange and stuff, so maybe I should get that. I don't know. Anyway, like this is really it. What do you guys make your own goals for like games and what you want to play and everything? Or is it just me? I'm sure most people do. I'm not gonna go over my like personal goals necessarily. I kind of like did a little bit, but you know, I don't want to go over that too much. But you know, I just want to be happy and do better on certain things, and yeah, and I think I've got a pretty good list of things I want to get done, and hopefully with what I'm going to be doing now instead of what I was doing, hopefully I will have more freedom to do these things. So we'll see how it goes. Maybe it'll work, maybe it won't. Maybe it'll be a little rocky. I don't know. But I'm excited because, you know, I know a lot of people are like, you know, why don't you like, why do people like make goals for like the next year? Why not like make goals like in the middle of the year or something? And I mean, that's a good point. I don't really know. I don't know why I do this. I'm a very goal oriented person. Maybe something a little off with me. I'm not sure, but like I always have a journal and I write my day to day like things I need to do every single day, and I check them off. And if I don't check them off, I don't do them. I get kind of upset with myself. I don't know. I've just always been like this person that's always kind of got a plan. And I don't like it when the plans get changed. I don't like them. I don't know. That's just me. But yeah, goals kind of like help me. And while I don't always fulfill all my goals, there are some. Like a couple of years ago, I decided I was going to quit smoking cigarettes because I smoked cigarettes for, I don't know, like 18 years at least. And I know it's almost been 2 years, and while I still crave them sometimes, I don't do it anymore. I've cut back a lot on drinking. I hardly ever drink anymore. I used to drink like all the time. Yeah, so I don't know. I completed my two goals for my games and my books read for this year. I also did go to a new place. I went to PAX West in Seattle, and I've never been to Seattle before. I've never been to a gaming convention like that. The only other one I had ever been to was in St. Louis, and it was very small. I've been to Comic Cons and stuff, but like never something like that. And me being somebody who like always dreamed of going to like an E3, which is dead now officially, I didn't think I was ever going to be able to get to do something like that. And thanks to Indie Informer Jill Grote, she posted this kind of like, I don't know, this sweepstakes or winning thing on Twitter, and I decided I was going to try for it, and I won. And I did not expect myself to win, and while I still had to pay for a hotel and flight, and it was still pretty expensive, it was a great experience. So I'm very happy about that. I like doing things like that. You know, I got to go up in the Space Needle. I got to try some really cool food. And I want it to be a yearly thing now. So I think maybe this year I may take my sister, if not a friend. And I'm excited for that. But I also want to visit another new place somewhere. I love traveling. You know, but yeah, I mean, there's still a lot of things I did not fulfill. Like I wanted to have like so much money saved up, And financially, I'm not at the best where I should be. I've always I've usually been pretty okay, but like, I don't know. So we'll see where I get from here. And I just hope all this works out. And so yeah, that's it. I've rambled on long enough, and hopefully the next time I'll actually have a webcam set up here and better lighting, and maybe I'll work on video editing a little bit. My next video, I do plan on it being, and I may break this into two, I'm not really sure yet, but I'm going to go over every single game I completed, which right now is at 46 for 2023. And yeah, so I'll see you guys next time. Thanks for watching.